1 Kings 21 verse 8, so she wrote letters in Ahab's name and sealed them with his seal and sent letters to the elders and to the nobles who were living with Naboth in the city. Obviously, this is not the first time she's done this. And now she wrote in the letters saying, proclaim a fast and seat Naboth at the head of the people and seat 2 worthless men before him and let them testify against him saying, you cursed God and the king, then take him out and stone him to death. And you're talking about government corruption at the highest level. That's what this is. Just like America today. Government corruption at the highest level. And everybody knew it. Just like today. Everybody knows it. But no one had the courage to stand up against the king, or to stand up against the king's wife, or to stand up for righteousness. Nobody had the courage to do it. Paul wrote 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 2, preach the word, be ready in season and out of season, reprove, rebuke, and exhort with great patience and instruction. 1 Kings 21 verse 11, so the men of his city, you've got 4 groups here that you could identify. You could do a sermon on this. The men of the city, the people of the city, the elders, the nobles, and these 2 worthless men. So you got 4 groups here. They did as Jezebel had sent word to them, just as it was written in the letters which she had sent them. They proclaimed a fast and seated Naboth at the head of the people. And then the 2 worthless men came in and sat before him. And the worthless men testified against him, even against Naboth before the people, saying, Naboth cursed God and the king. And so they took him outside the city and stoned him to death with stones. And the blood of Naboth, the Bible doesn't say this, but you know this is true from other scriptures where this sequence happened. The blood of Naboth cried out to God for justice. Well, why didn't the elders stand up for me? Why didn't the nobles stand up for me? Why did these 2 worthless men do the wrong thing? Why did the men of the city not stand up for me? Nobody stood up for me. The government just ran over me and killed me. They martyred me. And nobody stood up for him. It was a sad and a pathetic day in Israel. Aren't you glad Jesus wasn't afraid to take a stand? He wasn't afraid to take a stand. Remember 1 John chapter 3 verse 8? He came to destroy the works of the devil. That's why he came. He came to destroy the works of the devil. Of course, he also came primarily to save us, to forgive us for our sins. But he came to take action. It's time that we stood up against evil. It's time for us to stand up against evil. Take a stand. Don't let evil swallow you up. And just don't go along with the crowd. If it's evil, don't do it, no matter what the cost is.